Are we alone in the universe? Does life exist on a planet outside our solar system? How intelligent would these creatures be if they existed? Could they contact us? Extraterrestrials have become a common part of our science fiction stories, but there are theories that Earth has entertained alien visitors on various instances in the past. Recent pieces of evidence suggest that alien life exists. Some would suggest that the US Navy has encountered alien life on multiple occasions. In this video, we'll see shocking details of the alien life on Earth and the Pentagon's role in all of this. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Technology to study stars. Humans have been studying the stars for thousands of years, but it was not until 1609 that Galileo Galilei first used a telescope to glimpse the stars, making him the first man to do so. Over the years, the technology behind telescopes has evolved to let us view images up to 400 times their normal size. Modern telescopes can give us insights into events that occur in the most remote parts of the universe, when stars form, when they die, and even when extraterrestrial objects cross into our solar system. The Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, or PAN-STARRS-1, is a collection of astronomical cameras, telescopes, and a computing facility that continuously scans the sky for moving or variable objects while also producing precise astronomy and photometry of objects that have already been found. It is housed at the Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii, United States. The second PAN-STARRS data release was announced in January 2019. It is the greatest collection of astronomical data ever disclosed, weighing in at 1.6 petabytes. Under the management of the University of Hawaii, the PAN-STARRS went online on the 6th of December 2008, but didn't begin full-time science observations until the 13th of May 2010. This powerful telescope was used to detect the first interstellar object passing through our solar system. Oumuamua. An interstellar object is an astronomical object in interstellar space that is not gravitationally connected to a star, but the term can also refer to an object that is traveling through space but is momentarily passing by a star, like some asteroids and comets. On the 19th of October 2017, astronomer and physicist Robert Work was observing the stars using the PAN-STARRS telescope in Hawaii. He detected an object passing through our solar system. The object was 21 million miles from Earth when Work observed it. That distance is like traveling to the moon 85 times. The object was named Oumuamua. It is red, but rather small for a space object at about 3,000 feet long and 548 feet thick. The name Oumuamua is Hawaiian and roughly translates to first distant messenger. The object showed strange characteristics as it moved close to the sun. Normally, when viewed on a telescope, objects that pass close to the sun, like comets, appear fuzzy. This is because a nebulous envelope forms around the nucleus of the comet. This envelope is called a coma. Unlike regular comets, Oumuamua didn't have any coma. The object was also observed to be moving in a tumbling motion instead of a more traditional spinning motion of comets. It moves at a speed fast enough to escape the gravitational pull of the sun. This means that Oumuamua came from a different solar system and it would eventually leave our own, but its original planetary system is not known. Most scientists believe that Oumuamua is a natural object, but a few others believe that it is a product of alien technology, perhaps a drone sent to explore our solar system. Avi Loeb's theory. Avi Loeb is a physicist and professor at Harvard University. He is known for pushing the claim that alien life exists and Oumuamua could be proof. To explain Oumuamua's non-gravitational acceleration, Loeb and his postdoctoral student Shmuley Bailey published an article on October 26, 2018. In this article, they examine the idea that the object might be an artificial thin solar sail driven by solar radiation pressure. Solar sails are a method of spacecraft propulsion using radiation pressure exerted by sunlight on large mirrors. Other researchers have claimed that the evidence is insufficient to support such a claim and that a solar sail in motion cannot accelerate. In response, Loeb published an essay describing 6 abnormal characteristics of Oumuamua that set it apart from other comets and asteroids. Loeb and Harvard undergrad Amir Siraj proposed a search for particles like Oumuamua that may have become trapped in the solar system after losing orbital energy during a near encounter with Jupiter on November 27, 2018. The scientists noted that more interstellar objects could be discovered by future sky surveys, such as those using the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope. Loeb published a book titled Extraterrestrials: The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth. In his book, he describes the 2017 detection of Oumuamua. Project Lyra. There have been talks to send a spacecraft to Oumuamua to discover what the interstellar object is. Project Lyra is a feasibility study launched by the Initiative for Interstellar Study, I for IS, to determine if a journey to Oumuamua is feasible and how to go about it. The goal of the mission is not just to figure out how to get to Oumuamua, but must get to it in a reasonable time, at a close enough distance to Earth, and still be able to get useful scientific information. Researchers suggested in January 2022 that a spacecraft launched from Earth could catch up to Oumuamua in 26 years. A problem could be that our spacecraft will eventually overtake Oumuamua, so scientists must figure out ways to decelerate the spacecraft when it gets close to its target. Scientists believe that the mission would be challenging, but it would be both feasible and scientifically attractive. Past civilizations buried in Antarctica. Oumuamua passed through our solar system, but is there proof of alien technology landing on Earth? There are claims that Antarctica was once ice-free and that an ancient civilization is buried under the ice in Antarctica. Could they hold secrets to alien life? The ancient Piri Reis map was created in 1513 using military intelligence. It is thought to have verified the existence of Antarctica's hidden city. Even though the map appears to depict the Antarctic coast hundreds of years before it was found, many academics at the time rejected it. But recent images from NASA seem to show signs of a human settlement below the ice. Online investigators speculate that these images depict a city. The images were captured using remote sensing photography for NASA's Operation Icebridge expedition to Antarctica. Google Earth photographs also appear to show a pyramid sticking out of the tundra, with supporters suggesting it is proof that people formerly lived in the region and created buildings. Conspiracies sprang out of the wake of these images. Some claim that Hitler was aware of the city in Antarctica and claimed it as German territory. The Nazis built a base there and discovered alien technology buried under the ice. Others claim they contacted aliens and got information on how to build superweapons. Some people believe that the rumored base is still present and that the Illuminati, Germans, and aliens are conspiring to establish a new world order from it. Pentagon UFO videos. With theories spreading of alien tech and a Nazi base in the Arctic region, believers in the extraterrestrial would be glad to learn that the Pentagon released videos that confirm the existence of UFOs. In 2020, the Pentagon officially released a few videos captured by Navy SEALs. These videos show unidentified flying objects that some people believe to be alien technology. The videos released were captured in 2004, 2014, 2015, and 2019. Tic Tac. Fighter pilot Commander David Fravor of the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group claims to have investigated radar readings of a potential target off the Southern California coast on November 14, 2004. According to Fravor, the strike group's USS Princeton CG-59 ship had been monitoring strange aircraft for 2 weeks before the incident. The plane would arrive at an altitude of 80,000 feet, 24,000 meters, then quickly descend toward the water before coming to a stop and hovering around 20,000 feet. Fravor claimed to have observed a white oval object floating over an occlusion in the water. He calculated the length of the object to be around 40 feet. There were 4 persons in total, 2 pilots and 2 weapons systems officers in the back seats of the 2 planes who saw the object. According to Fravor and another pilot, Alex Dietrich, they saw the object for roughly 5 minutes. Fravor claims that as he descended to get closer to the object, it rose and followed his plane's track upward until it vanished. A second wave of fighters, led by Lieutenant Commander Chad Underwood, took over the investigation. Underwood's aircraft had a cutting-edge infrared camera, FLIR, which Fravor's craft did not have. Underwood captured the FLIR video and named the infrared image Tic Tac, but did not personally observe any odd objects. Gimbal and Go Fast. Fighter pilots from the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group were flying off the east coast of the United States between 2014 and 2015. They reported instrument detections of unidentified aircraft objects. During this time, they filmed the Gimbal and Go Fast videos at the time. The New York Times published 2 videos named Lyra and Gimbal when they reported on the incidents on December 16, 2017. UFO investigators raised their speculations, but the story reported by the New York Times wasn't accepted by everyone. Journalism professor Keith Clore spoke of the story, calling it a curious narrative that appears to be driven by thinly sourced and slanted reporting. Clore added, "Cursory attention has been given to the most likely prosaic explanations. Instead, the coverage has, for the most part, taken a quizzical, mysterious frame that plays off a catchy UFO tag in the headline." Another similar video was made available to the public in 2019, but it wasn't until April 2021 that the Pentagon verified it. Pentagon spokesperson Sue Go confirmed that the video was captured by Navy personnel aboard USS Russell. The video shows what appears to be an unidentified triangular object in the sky. But are these actually UFOs? Potential explanation. The Department of Defense classified these videos as unidentified, but the claims still exist that they show proof of extraterrestrial life. However, not every member of the public believes that they are sufficient to prove the existence of alien life. Writer Matthew Gault spoke on the UFO theories, saying that the events reflect the same pattern that has played out dozens of times before. Someone sees something strange in the sky, and the public jumps into an illogical conclusion. Skeptics believe that the instruments on the plane must have malfunctioned, or the objects look strange to us because of human observational illusion, like parallax, where our viewpoint makes us see objects quite different from how they truly are. Zimbabwe school sighting. UFO sightings do not occur only in the United States. At around 10 a.m. on September 16, 1994, 62 pupils from the Ariel School, Zimbabwe, claimed to have seen a silver craft and aliens. At the time of the sighting, the children were aged between 6 and 12. According to them, while their teachers were having a meeting, the aircraft descended on a field near the school. One or more creatures emerged and spoke to the children telepathically. Their message was about the preservation of the environment. The incident lasted about 15 minutes. Strangely, 2 days before this event, there were multiple accounts of UFO sightings in southern Africa. The pupils had reported the sightings to their teachers, who waved it off, but the next day they had informed their parents, who came to the school to discuss the incident with the teachers. Tim Leach, the BBC's Zimbabwe reporter, paid a visit to the school on September 19th to record interviews with students and staff. Leach stated, "I could manage war zones, but I could not handle this." Author Cynthia Hind learned about the sighting via a report of it on ZBC radio. She visited the school on September 20th, 1994. She spoke with a few of the children and asked them to sketch what they had witnessed. She claimed that all the kids had told her the same tale. Australian school sighting. The sighting in an Australian school happened at about 11 a.m. on the 6th of April, 1966. Students and one teacher from the Westall High School saw a flying object. They described the object as gray or silver green and saucer-shaped. The craft flew over the school and disappeared behind some trees, only to re-emerge 20 minutes later, this time pursued by 5 other aircraft. Author Keith Basterfield claimed that what the school had seen was a balloon blown off course from the Highball High-Altitude Balloon Project. The balloons were used to monitor radiation levels after British nuclear tests at Maralinga. 50 years later in 2016, live interviews were carried out with the witnesses of the event. Operation Prato. In 1977, there were numerous UFO sightings reported in Colares, Brazil. Residents of the area claimed that they had developed scars on their bodies. They claimed that the scars were caused by lights in the sky. In response to this, the Brazilian Air Force launched Operation Saucer, or Operation Prato in Portuguese. The operation was commanded by Captain Irangue Bolivar Soares Nogueira de Holland Lima. It went on until 1978, but was closed when they found no evidence of unusual activity. Captain Irangue talked about his experiences living with his men in an interview he gave to ufologists Admiral Jose Guevara and Marco Antonio Petit in 1997, 20 years after the operation. He was discovered dead in his house 3 months after the interview. He had seemingly hung himself using the belt of his bathrobe. His death sparked the curiosity of conspiracy theorists. According to ufologist Jacques Vallée, some people were killed by the lights that the UFO shot at them, and injuries were compatible with microwave radiation effects. Other ufologists claim that 400 people's blood was drawn by the lights from UFOs. Which of these sightings do you think is real? Do we have frequent extraterrestrial visitors? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.